are back. This continues to be Fiesta Friday, and you are still watching KUAM TV. Now, tomorrow morning, there's going to be a hike to Ritidian, where people can find out about useful plants and traditional knowledge. Joining me now with more about this very interesting event are GHC Executive Director, our good friend Dr. Kimberly Keeling, and another very lovely woman who happens to be a good friend of ours, Coordinator for Administrator, Marketing, and Programs, Ms. Muñeca Flores. Now, both of you have incredibly long titles, but very, very well deserved and everything for everything you do for our community. So hop it in. Thanks for coming by.
No, thanks for having us. Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, it's been a couple weeks since we had you on the last time and everything. You continue to do things to promote cultural awareness and environmental activism, I guess I would say, for lack of a better term and everything. What makes this event so distinct?
Well, I don't know if it necessarily it's distinct or makes it different, but it's just part of an ongoing effort by the Guam Humanities Council to really link cultural sustainability with environmental sustainability. And last week we had a farm tour, which looked at the importance of doing not so much organic, but traditional pesticide-free farming and how it affects our environment and how important it is. So this time we're actually looking at the importance of traditional or native plants in terms of both cultural and environmental issues. And so we decided to partner with the National Wildlife Refuge and do a hike to Ritidian that really focuses on the importance of the natural resources in our community, but also the cultural resources.
All right, so distinct, questionable, cool, definitely.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Well, I just think distinct in the way that we're doing these programs as part of larger projects, right? That looks at the importance of agriculture in our history and in the community, and then also on the importance of ecology and sustainability. All
right, so Muñeca, for people who haven't actually been to Ritidian, the trip itself is worth the cost, of which there is none, I would assume.
That's right. All of our programming events are free.
Awesome.
We show time is at 8, go time's at 8:30, so it is a bit of a long drive. There's a lot of potholes on the way down, so we don't want anybody speeding. Please drive carefully. Get down there by 8 because we're going to begin promptly. First, starting off with a lecture with a Surahana, Tan Abby Guerrero from PD. She's going to bring a few samples of some plants that she uses in her practice. And then we're going to go with the plant expert, Jenny Kaufman from the National Park Service into the jungle. And she's going to also point out some important useful plants throughout history and even more recently. So it's going to be it is going to be a very different program for the public to attend.
All right, and for people who may be considering this right now, because the weather's been kind of so. I know, Dr. Keeling, you were actually on a trip and you just came back, and you look lovely for having been up for the last 40 hours.
Thank you, you're so sweet.
You always look magnificent. But for people that are kind of wondering, it's rainy season.
Right.
True to form, this event will be rain or shine, because you guys are troopers.
Yes, definitely. Rain or shine. We just advise people to bring an umbrella, to bring sunscreen, water, wear comfortable shoes and cool clothing, and just enjoy being outdoors and enjoying our beautiful island. And
how long should people kind of block off in their schedule? Like, how long will they be able, or is it
2 hours?
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for people, again, for people who may not have been up to that part of the island and everything, how rich is the flora and fauna there? Because as I was saying, like that you go up there and you're just immersed in all of this wonderful vegetation, and you'll see a lot of animals as well, and creatures and everything. It's a wonderful trip.
Well, the refuge is great because it does have a lot of undisturbed native limestone forest, and so you will see some species that you won't see on other parts of the island, because a lot of us are more familiar with secondary forests, disturbed landscapes, and we might see some endangered tree snails and a few other butterfly species that are protected. There's a lot of great things to see down there, and we're very fortunate. The Surahana is also going to go into the jungle with us, so she might be able to point out a few plants and things that a lot of us aren't aware of the value, and really what we need to do as citizens to make sure that the environment's protected, so these resources are still available so that her practice can continue as well.
All right. Now, there are, of course, here on our wonderful island community, there are people that are really into the hiking thing, and they kind of compartmentalize themselves into, I'm a expert hiker, I'm a beginner, and everything like that. How would you classify this trek and everything like that?
Do you have beginner.
It's beginner.
Yeah, it's not a hard. We're going to go on one of the paths and stuff they have.
So fun for the entire family.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
definitely. definitely.
Okay, so we got a couple, maybe about 45 seconds and everything. Real quick, how was the last event that you had? Because we've been featuring you here, and you guys have had,
Right.
as we said, a number of events and everything like that. So how are
Right.
things going?
Oh, fantastic. We, as I mentioned, did the Bloss farm tour up in Jigo, and we had a waiting list. We had so many people interested in going on the tour, and we wanted to keep it small so it was more intimate, and the participants could really engage with Tom and Miriam Bloss, who are the owners of the farm. So it was just a wonderful event, and it was just, people learned so much. It was interactive, so actually we harvested cilantro, and then actually we planted pepper plants as well. So we were really excited about it. People really enjoyed it. And at the end we got to sample like salsa made with the cilantro. And
Which is outstanding.
very outstanding.
Yeah, I've had that
Yes.
before. It's
Yes.
very, very good. There's something that is distinct there.
Yes, yes.
All right, well, one thing that is undoubtedly distinct is the effect that the two of you coming on our program have on our ratings and everything. So thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're so sweet. Thanks so
Always
much.
good
Jason.
to have you. Thank you.
Thank
you very
you.
much, and good luck with your event tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, stay tuned because we are right back after this. Fiesta Friday continues right here on KUAM.